Good morning and happy Thursday. It's been a wild week. Welcome back to the build, everyone. There is the kind of skeleton frame that we left off with last time. I believe the big objective today is to get the building fully dialed in. We're gonna turn it up to 11, if you know what I mean. So we have our final bracing that's gonna go in once we get the building fully dialed, and then we can kind of go from there. So another day that's probably not gonna be a whole lot visually as far as big changes go, but a big change in the stability of the structure. First thing is stringing the truss line or something.
Making it straight.
Making it straight. See if it's already straight.
Nope.
Oh yeah, it's definitely bowed in. So we have the end wall, which we're gonna get nice and straight first, and then we have some diagonal braces that go up in the truss base out to the corner post to install and lock this thing in. So we'll run a string line up here to the other side, get the middle of the building pulled in line with the corner posts, and then lock it in. We're stuck. Okay, we're working on installing the first diagonal wind brace. That's what I'm doing. There we go. First wind brace in. Other side. There we go. We got some bracing now.
I want to release this one here.
Yep.
And just make sure that nothing
Nothing moves.
moves.
All right.
Move a little bit.
Release the anchor.
Walk away.
Go, truck, go.
Perfect.
All right. So that can get on a hook. Yeah.
So Jack was watching the string line out there that they have strung up on the outside, making sure that this post didn't move at all when it was disconnected from the truck.
And we're going to do another triangle.
Okay. Another triangle.
You want to go here.
More
They
triangles.
both need to be done.
All the
Do
shapes.
either one. Check them both.
Triangles, rectangles. Where's the circles? Oh, there's circles. We got circles, we got rectangles, we got triangles. What else we need?
What about a twallogram?
Twallogram?
Yeah, twallogram. It's a technical term. Not many people know it.
So now we have all the bracing in there, we can take the chains off the building, and now we actually get up and do the rest of the purlins. So that's what Jack and I are gonna do. More purlins. Yay! Good? Fine. Going up! Going up! We're doing this again. Going again! Back to this again. I don't know.
You've got 2 and 2. 2 and 1. I think higher's better.
I know you like stretching and reaching.
I like to make you stretch your reach. occasion. Good.
Okay, another bay of purlins complete. We have this bay here to finish up. There's a few still to go there. Our diagonal bracing, our wind braces now block this lift from going up there. So we're going to use the telehandler in the basket, and we'll go up here and set them from probably the outside. Maybe a little more gentle on the retract when it bottoms out. So now we're gonna get these last purlins in there. So there's my my office for the next little bit. However long this takes. In Donovan we trust. There we go. It's a gorgeous day. Look at this guy watching me. Alright, we're gonna start on top and then come back down. As the wind picks up. Almost done. One more on this side. Back down to earth. All right, back from lunch. Back to setting purlins. We're gonna reposition to the other side and go for a ride. Donovan's amusement park.
Yeehaw! Free ride for Matt.
Yeah, free rides. Everyone gets a free ride. I mean, it's looking at me all confused.
You think it's confused?
It's got some sand in the... I mean, it still works. It's just... Wait, is this horizon? POV, there we go. Hey, look at that. It still works. Look at that. Look at that. See? You can still see your beautiful face.
Ah, you throw it off a machine.
How high was that? When did it fall off? I didn't even notice.
It was pretty early on.
Oh, good. So hopefully you saw enough of that from the other two cameras because my head one overheated. So...
You're a hothead, is that what you're saying?
Yes. My 4-camera shoot went to 2. Well, there we go. All the purlins are installed until we get down to the last bay. And then no more purlins finally. The number of purlins. Just
Actually,
bananas.
we have 4 on each bay to do yet.
Where? Oh yeah, never mind.
We're not
I
even
lied.
we're not there yet.
Yeah, we're not even close. Okay. Just take away all my joy.
Taking the joy away.
Slow to your plan.
We're starting to get there now. The lumber piles are getting progressively smaller and smaller, which is probably a good sign. So now we're going to go around the corner here and start working on getting this wall all finalized and set up. So we're going to run a string line up here, same thing as before, make sure all these posts are exactly in line, and then we can bolt the post down here and install our grade board. At least that's the plan right now. Following the string here along the front. I didn't show this before, but here's the string here for the side of the building. So this string, anywhere down there should be an inch and a half off of this truss. We're going to do the same thing over here with the post. We can go through and see and make sure that every single post is an inch and a half that string. So we're shifting a little bit. It's a little too windy to mess with this wall right now. The wind's blowing the string and it can move the posts around. So we're moving around to this end wall and getting it kind of dialed in a little more. More piddly stuff. The best. Max is out here helping clean up tonight. So we are chaining the building up again. I think we're definitely gonna get rain, possibly thunderstorms tonight. So that's what we really were focusing on today, was getting this thing really well braced in. So we don't come out here in the morning and it's blown over. So we're really happy with the way it's set up right now. We've got all of this bracing in here, bracing the center posts at the end of the building, and we're putting our anchors back in. We got the telehandler for the exterior anchor and the lift here on the interior, and Jack's just sitting a couple of cross braces or cross chains in there to help further brace it for the night. And should we show them the casualty? Show the people the casualty.
There was no casualty. Nothing got hurt here.
That ladder looks super straight.
That's that new modern look.
Does it get around the corners?
Yeah, you can get around the corners.
Oops.
It only took two of us to completely ruin the ladder.
So this is my ladder, and I lowered the scissor lift down onto this ladder as it was leaning against one of the girts and it bowed out the whole bottom of it. And then, you know, Mr. Finisher over here.
Hey, I'm getting my truck out. I'm gonna finish it. It's like no messing around here.
Runs it over with the truck.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have run it over with something heavier, like that thing.
Like our back, the telehandler into your truck. We could do that too.
Yeah, I'm glad you'd missed the truck and hit the ladder.
Yeah.
That's my preference.
Mine too.
So it's like every day it's slowing down, but it's slowly starting to look like a building by the day. So starting to get a little more into the monotonous details of things here. Again, not a whole lot has changed between yesterday and today, but I think tomorrow we'll actually have something pretty visual to see. We're gonna hopefully have that last end truss installed, and that should wrap up the final shape of the entire building. So I thought today, real quick, I'd go through and answer a question I've been seeing a bit about, is the plans and the kit, and just kind of share a little bit more about that. So once again, this building kit is from Menards. We went with that because it was the easiest and the fastest. They had really good lead times, so I think it was only like 4-week lead time on the whole kit, and we were really crunched on time because we have this thing called winter here. So we needed the materials here so we get going on this building, get it up and get it wrapped up and ready to use before winter. And the sooner I get this up, the sooner I stop paying for the space I'm leasing. So that's also a consideration as well. Donovan also has an existing relationship with them, so just path of least resistance was to do this. So you can pick out and design whatever style of building you want, whatever size you want, and they can kind of generate a kit, a lumber kit, materials kit, and a set of plans to go with it. So we are sort of modifying this plan a little bit. This is sort of like the base plan, and I didn't have a whole lot of final decisions on stuff when we actually bought the kit back in July, but the things that I wasn't sure on don't really matter a whole lot. So for instance, this door is just a standard 10 by 10. It's quite a bit bigger and quite a bit taller in the actual build. Not a big deal for us to change that. We just have to make sure we just change the location of these footings here. There's no window shown here. There's no entry door shown here as well. So that's also another pretty easy thing to change. So, but this is the general plan view of the layout of the building. This is also from the first version when it was only 63 feet long. I added another bay after we placed the order for this like 2 days later. You have a roof framing plan which shows you where all of the trusses should go, where all the bracing should go, and all of that. You get a general exterior view of the building. Some elevations, I guess. You get some of your detail pieces. So here's a cross section. Again, things that we can change that don't really matter to the plans. the floor is going to be thicker. This shows a monolithic slab with a thickened edge. We did separate footings and we'll pour a floor separate. Doesn't really make a difference as far as the plans or the kit itself goes. So here's all those purlins that you watched us install, and then earlier referenced another purlin which we still have to install, which is this one down here, which is going to be a little bit different because it's inside of where our tail is going to be added. And you have some more cross sections and detailed views of some things to help you along your way. This is the steel layout. So one thing you'll notice here that I've talked about previously is on this side, that is this sidewall here, we have a 2-section steel setup here. So this top section is going to allow us to come back and remove this later and add a lean-to without having to recut the steel. So we're kind of planning for that right now. We can come back and remove these, put our lean-to trusses in there, and then build a roof on top of that. So we're kind of planning for that already into the future. And then lastly, you have a layout for the steel that's going to go up on the roof. Is that a wheel? We're going to leave it tonight. We got a lot more bracing in here. This building is quite a bit more rigid and stiff than it was this morning, and hopefully it'll weather the storm tonight. It'll be fine. We got both our anchors here. It's not really going to go anywhere. So we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see if we get any actual visible progress done, and that should be pretty nice. So thank you as always for watching. We greatly appreciate it. Again, if you have any name suggestions, there's been some really good ones. Please feel free to leave us a comment. As always, we'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. And until next time,
Yay!
happy woodworking.